Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour here today with hopefully another epic replay cast for you. We have got number 3 versus GodsHunter. Just before we get into that, I just want to give a quick shout out to my Discord channel. So if you're not familiar with Discord already, I highly recommend you get it. It's like a little chat program. Basically, you can go inside of all these different channels. This is inside of my channel, and you can just chat about random stuff. You can also get like useful files where I've shared like all of my maps that I've been playing recently. You can introduce yourself like people have been doing here. All kinds of stuff. You can post replays for me to cast. You can post epic screenshots. There's loads and loads of cool stuff that you can do inside of here. So I highly recommend you get Discord and also join my channel, which the link is in the description. Also, if you've got any issues with like tech support or anything like that, we've got guys in here that can help you. And as I said, yeah, you can post replays, you can share maps, introduce yourself, which people have been doing here. I had loads of new members recently, and as I said, I think we're in like almost at 1,000 members now, so highly recommend you join us on Discord. Okay, so without further ado then, we are going to jump into this game. So here today we have, like I said, GodsHunter in the bottom left with the orange Superweapon General. And then in the top right we have number 3, who is in the blue with the USA Vanilla. Someone asked me in the last stream, or the last cast that I did, what does the vanilla mean, USA Vanilla? Is it like bland, they said? It's kind of like that. Yeah, it is kind of bland. It's just the USA standard faction, so it's not like air, it's not like laser, it's not super weapon, it's just the standard faction. Just people call it vanilla for some kind of reason. Also, let me know what you think, guys, about this new display. So the normal HUD or user interface has disappeared, and actually it's been replaced by this. So we can now see more of the screen, so like 20% more of the screen is visible. However, it does feel a little bit weird, like you can't see the power that easy without clicking on these things here. So it does take a bit of getting used to, but let me know in the comments what you think. Do you prefer this mode, or do you want me to go back to the previous mode? Now, I don't know what kind of level of game this is. Judging by this build order from number 3, doesn't look the most high level. However, not every replay is going to be super expert level. Not every replay is going to be size versus rage. So sometimes we will see slightly lower levels, but that's good for everyone, really. Nobody wants to see just the expert same players playing over and over again. Get to see other players sometimes. So we've got a drop coming from the orange player, which is GodsHunter. He has dropped off a Patriot missile, which is the MP. There's going to be a laser lock coming in from number 3, and he is probably going to kill that Chinook, which is bad news for GodsHunter. He does not want to do that. Saying about this build order, actually, from number 3, I said it didn't actually look that good, but actually he's handling this pretty well, apart from this. And as I say that, he has been EMP'd there with his V, so he is in now quite a bad situation. I have a feeling this is going to be a low economy game. Not only did he keep his command center, so that denies him the extra 1,000. Oh, he doesn't want to engage this. If he laser locks this, perfect. Ah, man, you don't want to laser lock. I mean, sorry, you don't want to engage it. And actually, GodsHunter does want to laser lock. Laser lock was slow, though. So we're not watching a top level game, top level experts, but hopefully we're still on for a good game. And so far, it's looking very close. Has number 3 even got any Chinooks or economy going at all? We've got 2 Rangers coming across the map now. So when we select a unit, actually, the thing appears here in the bottom middle rather than at the bottom right. So that is a slight difference. It's taken me a while to get used to as well. We've got V, very, very low from GodsHunter. Instant laser lock this time from GodsHunter. Both V's going down here. So the V micro could be a little bit better on both sides, really. The missile defender's going to fight off against each other. And there is an EMP here. Kind of sneaky. If you're not paying attention, I suppose the normal HUD, like I said, would be like here. So if you're not paying attention, it can get you. And it has got it. Is it going to escape, though? Got 2 Rangers coming across the map. That V does escape. It is repairing with a battle drone, so it will move at full speed again. Does need to be careful, though. The laser look very, very close here. And is he going to get tow missile? Okay, he's built another Chinook, so he's not completely out of it in terms of economy. But there's 2 Rangers coming across the map. Okay, EMP now firing on the missile defenders. This V... Oh, the V does escape. It is dangerously close to this EMP, though. The EMP is going to turn and kill that now. Oh, he shot the battle drone. Okay, then. Why has it stopped firing at the battle drone, though? Chinook going to get laser locked here. This is an interesting game, man. The battle drone again gets EMP'd. And all these missile defenders going to get run over. With the correct micro, they can. No micro on the V. So, orange has no economy now. Missile defender inside of the base of blue. Barracks being built down the south here, but he's only on $750. So, what's he going to go for? Sell his base and go for the oil capture maybe? Or maybe wait for this to drop off some supplies? I think it will be able to drop off some supplies, but it will get laser locked and go down eventually. It can probably drop off one, and then it'll probably have to be moved. So it's going to move. The only way you can kill that now is either by a ranger or sending his dozer back and hopefully getting a crush. So EMP still exists over here, but there is not very much on the map. Ranger's now going to tuck himself behind this supply, but orange is still managing to collect, actually. He's on no dozer, so he's just got the barracks and that one Chinook left, and a couple of EMPs spread across the map. Missile defender roaming around here as well as here. This dozer for blue. It's going for an adventure down here. Probably going to be used to run these ranges over, I imagine. This is an interesting game. I'm not quite sure who is going to win. The rangers here needs to be microed. Losing them rangers at this point in the game is probably not something you want to do. Orange could perhaps, since he's actually collecting pretty decently with this one Chinook, maybe upgrade to a second Chinook, or maybe upgrade to the capture upgrade and use the Chinook to drop off his stuff at the oils. Okay, Barracks very, very slowly going down to Missile Defender, but there is a Ranger out, and that Ranger probably will just kill it. The Missile Defender's going the wrong way, should have gone north. Ranger's here. Now Orange has the numbers, so he is going to clear that up. There's a pilot here, but it's not of any use, really. Chinook is going to drop off some supplies. He will have now 1,275. That's going to get laser locked, but it's not going to die, but it is going to be left low, so it's going to move very, very slowly now. It'll be very, very vulnerable to going down, just even to a couple of shots. So, okay, so we got. Well, he's still got a dozer, so he's not out of it completely, but it would be interesting if he just had the barracks. Blue's going to have to get the oils or something because, well, I mean, he's sold that now. He's going to have to get the oils. He is sending his Chinook over there, pretty sure. This is where it's annoying because they're both USA. I got to hover over there. Okay, that's number 3. Click on him, and then I can see what's inside of it. Where before, I think it was more down here when the player names were down here. You could easily just click it. Whereas here, I've actually got to wait for a second. But pros and cons, pros and cons. Oil capture coming in for blue in the bottom right is going to get the top left one very, very soon, I imagine. Missile defender here. Loads of rangers here from orange. Doesn't have the flashbang upgrade. Doesn't have the flashbang upgrade on that one either. Suppose that's one thing with this control bar thing, is that if you click on that ranger and then click on that ranger, it doesn't actually tell you which one it belongs to. So you could have clicked on that, gone to click on that, but actually not by mistake, and you still could be selected on that one, and it doesn't actually show you. Whereas I think in the previous, I can't even remember now, the previous version, I'm sure it's easier to tell. I might be wrong. Okay, all captures come in. All capture on top left, a little bit delayed, but he still gets it. So number 3 is not out of it. Missile defenders here going to try and get some hits on that Chinook. Almost goes down. Orange needs the flashbang, and he also needs a second Chinook. I'm confused why he's not built a second Chinook now, because he's had long enough now. Oh, and he's not brought missile defenders with his stuff, so the dozer, no, the dozer. Number 3, what are you doing, man? That was your only dozer. Okay, so now on a dozeless game, dozer versus, sorry, no dozer versus no dozer. Barracks, power Chinook versus Barracks only. Does he see, I can't even, has he got power? He hasn't got power, has he? So what's that bar there? Where my mouse cursor is now. Really interested to know what that is. He doesn't have power because he doesn't have any power plant on the map that I can see. Unless I'm missing it. Missile defender has chased away the Chinook for orange, and orange is still running around with these rangers. This is a pretty unique game. Rare to have a barracks versus a barracks. All these rangers are going to fight against each other now, but no flashbangs. Just going to be machine gun versus machine gun. So confused why there's no flashbangs, man, because the flashbangs there probably would have won the engagement for, well, for either player. I mean, blue won it anyway, but maybe orange could have turned the tide of the battle, because they do splash damage. You shoot at one ranger and it damages all the rangers in close proximity, so I'm still not sure who's going to win, although I probably would say the advantage is now in blue's favor.
Unit lost.
Oh, that's the promotion thing. That's what it is. That's the promotion bar there on the right where I was looking there. Okay, still collecting one Chinook. Is he going to build another one now? He's got more than enough money, and then he can just spam out of this. What? I don't think he's just built one. He's not. He's built something else out here, I think. Did he? Or did he build a capture upgrade? Just the second Chinook thing that just kind of baffling me. The fact he's floating as well with stuff inside of his base. Missile defender going inside the bottom right building. Again, no flashbangs though, so that building will not be able to be cleared out by the Rangers. Capture coming in for number 3. And I think orange is just going to lose here. I just think he's point blank going to lose because these Rangers can just camp here and defend these. But he's just sending these Rangers out of place, so these Rangers... Oh, okay. Okay then.
You are victorious.
So that's that then. That's that. Orange just quits. I'm confused, man, because orange could have hung in there. He could have upgraded to a second Chinook, could have got flashbangs, and could have held in there. I mean, he was only against a barracks with no power, and he had the supply. He had a power. He had 2 EMPs across the map. I'm confused why he didn't make a second Chinook and why he didn't make an army. A little bit weird. But like I said, it's a lower level game. You can't expect everyone to do exactly the same as I would, or do exactly the same as an expert player would. So sometimes, yeah, people are less experienced. They don't necessarily know 100% what to do there. For all I know, some of these, I don't know either of these players. They could have played like 100 games between them or something like that. So yeah, interesting, unique game. Could have been better, if, in my opinion. The micro and the Vs, especially, a lot of them getting laser locked. The command center no self and number 3 in the beginning was not the greatest. Running his V into an EMP was not the greatest. No flashbangs. Losing his dozer at the end, number 3, for absolutely no reason. I mean, it's quite a cool and unique game, and that's the reason it's probably been sent to me. And I do like watching cool, unique games like Barracks versus Barracks. It's quite a rare thing, actually. The coolest Barracks versus Barracks game I ever played was obviously a USA mirror. But I think it was like against one of the Russians, like ZARS or SPL or something like that. And we both dozer hunted each other, and we just had Barracks left, and we were already on Pathfinders. So we just had missile defenders and Pathfinders. So obviously, if you do a drop, then he's just got millions of Pathfinders, so you instantly just lose all your missile defenders. But then when he did a drop on me, I obviously had loads of Pathfinders as well. So it's just a Pathfinder versus Pathfinder war, basically. So every time someone did a drop, it would just die, so you could literally not attack. Because as you know, a Pathfinder is stealthed when it's not moving. So if you just have a line of them, there's pretty much nothing enemy Pathfinders can do, because as soon as they move, they get shot. So that was probably the best Barracks versus Barracks game I ever played. And I was hoping this game would lead up to something like that. So maybe I had too high expectations, but... nevertheless, it's another game, another replay, at least worth watching, but yeah, not quite expert levels. GG, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you want to see more replays like this in the future, more close games between lower level players, or do you only want to see expert games? I probably will do a variety regardless, but let me know in the comments what your opinion is. So yeah, GG, well played to both players, and I'll see you in the next video.